Hello and welcome back to another episode of What You Missed. Sit right down, get yourself a cup of coffee, some water, maybe a soda. I want this to be a real homey environment. Me and you, we're just chilling here having a conversation about some of the more interesting video game news that has come out this week. Welcome back to What You Missed Gaming, the video game news show that knows it's dangerous to go alone and uninformed on the internet. So here, take this video game news with you and stay informed, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are having a great day though, and we're going to jump right into the news with some Destiny 2 update bringing 4K HDR support to the PS4 Pro, Xbox One X next month. This kind of should have been done already because the Xbox One X is out and the PS4 Pro's been out for a real long time. Why wasn't this out again? Oh, that's right. Bungie's too busy figuring out who they accidentally banned wrongfully on the PC side. My bad, Bungie. I shouldn't critique you either. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be coming. If you have a PS4 Pro or a Xbox One X and a 4K TV and an HDMI cable that supports that, I guess you can get a 4K viewing experience. I would prefer 60 FPS, but we know that is not what Bungie said they will be bringing to the console. So you won't get 4K at 60 FPS, you won't get 1080p at 60 FPS. They said that the consoles literally cannot do it. So there you go, if you were hoping for that. That's not going to happen, but at least the game will look a little bit prettier. So Harry Potter, The Wizards Unite will not affect Pokemon Go development, Niantic says. What? I literally read this story and I just said, what? Apparently, they have been quoted as saying, "We are 100% committed to creating an ever-changing and growing game." That was Niantic. I guess they're developing a game in conjunction with Harry Potter and Wizards. Okay, sure. They're going to still develop Pokemon Go. Anyways, on to another very strange news story. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are coming to Injustice 2. Okay, you heard that right. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. These are the CGI ones, kind of from the 90s. They're a little bit different, but Raph has this iconic costume on, the trench coat and the hat. Really, really awesome. Love the cinematic reveal of this, and I welcome any Ninja Turtles being put into any game. But this is very strange. The Ninja Turtles are heroes in a half shell. There's no questioning that. Their skills are that they are Ninja Turtles. They're turtles who are teenage mutant. Okay, do you see it? They don't really have superpowers, folks. They're just turtles that also know ninjutsu because a mutated rat taught them ninjutsu. Oh my god, man, this story is awesome. I think Shredder would do very well in this universe, but there's one thing. It's very hard for me to suspend my disbelief here that they would be able to compete with other superheroes like Superman. They are just a Ninja Turtle and they're going to be fighting against Superman. What? So I'm okay, you know, suspension of disbelief aside, realism, that argument aside, it's really nice to see them being put into Injustice 2. So there's a long-running action MMO, Terra, that has been discovered because the chat uses HTML, that's the chat interface. More creative people can use it to force people to see things or, you know, backtrace and use imagery to collect everybody's IP addresses and then remotely execute malware and viruses on people's computers. This is really bad stuff, and this is why you have to have very updated securities because, man, even chat networks can get you into trouble even if you don't download a file. So the point is that they've disabled the chat all but for guild members' chats. They said that they don't have a lot of evidence of this actually taking place, but they're taking preventative measures to prevent this from actually happening. So it's pretty crazy to see this stuff happen in our current age, but it did used to happen a lot, a long time ago, back in the 90s, back in my day, folks. And anyways, South Park has also a mobile game that is warning you of its own microtransactions. It says, this game contains both in-app purchases and the option to watch ads for rewards. To disable the ability to make in-app purchases, adjust your device's settings. In-app purchases cost real money and are charged to your account, and for those reasons, this game should not be played by anyone. So there you go. There you go. for this reason, for those reasons, this game should not be played by anyone. There you go. I don't even have to criticize this game. It's very hilarious that that disclaimer exists, but it's still there, so there you go. It's amazing that Doom can even run on the Switch is the next story's title. I would agree. The Doom Switch version is pretty decent because it's Doom on the go, okay? Yeah, but the thing about it is that it's very watered down, okay? So it's blurry, the resolution isn't as good, and the frame rate is cut in half from 60 FPS to 30 FPS. So here's the question, Nintendo, I have to ask you, why am I being forced to pay anything above $20 for Doom? Because you go into any store, you go into GameStop, you can get Doom on the Xbox One, PS4 for about $20. On Steam, there are sales. You might be able to even get it cheaper through other discount retailers like GOG or Humble Bundle, and you're getting a way better experience. The only reason you would buy this would to have it on handheld form. This is like history repeating itself, because almost 20 plus years ago, a little bit longer than that, but anyways, they had Doom on the Super Nintendo, and it was a terrible, terrible version of Doom. It was playable. I'm not making the case that this and that Doom both weren't playable. They are playable versions of the game. But I just showed off a $500 PC I built, and it was 30 FPS, 1080p constant at worst. And most of the time, 95% of the time I played it on this budget PC rig, it was about 60 FPS constant. There were very few dips, only when action was going on, real heavy action. So it's crazy to see people being asked to pay such a very expensive price for a very scaled down version, just for the simple fact that you get portability with it. Hey man, I appreciate AAA titles coming over that are more mature, that are third party on the Nintendo Switch, but you gotta do better, man. You really do. I'm sorry, you just have to. So, Nintendo is reportedly upping the Switch production to 25 to 30 million units in 2018. They said they were going to be gauging the demand this Christmas, but I don't believe that that's a good idea. They've been around the game for a minute and they know how to gauge demand, but I know that demand increases exponentially in November and December for Christmas, but then tapers off instantly into a nosedive in January because everyone has maxed out their credit cards buying presents and they're not looking to buy Nintendo Switches. So it's very interesting that they're gauging demand based on the next upcoming holiday seasons, as well as the previous year when they've only sold about, I believe it was 7.63 million units. So that's really great. They're anticipating to sell 9.1 million units by March of next year. Hopefully this Christmas season goes well for them, because that's a lot of units you're going to have to move real quick. So here's an interesting story I have to mention. Oh my god, this is so silly. Ranking the core Super Mario games. Alright, cool. I'm with you, Polygon. You want to rank the core Super Mario games. Thumbs up. Now, here's the thing. You might be saying to yourself, why is the new Super Mario Bros. U #1 on their list? What? This is real. This is serious. Not Super Mario Odyssey, not Super Mario Bros. 3. No, those were 2 and 3 respectively. And I agree with those. I really do. I agree that they deserve those top positions as well. But new Super Mario Bros. U. You serious? This is arguably one of the least played Mario games. I mean, aside from those third-party games, this is a main core Mario series, so not like Hotel Mario or anything like this, or maybe even the Game Boy series, but this literally is one of the least played, and it's #1? So you might be saying to yourself, okay, it's an opinion piece. Maybe the person who wrote it didn't realize this is just their own opinion. Cool, fine, I'm with you on there. But if you look up Polygon's rating and review of the new Super Mario Bros. U, 8.5. That's interesting. Now, if you go ahead and look up Super Mario Odyssey, 9.5. Ranking the new Super Mario Bros. U as #1, yet on your own website. 8.5, 9.5. Super Mario Odyssey is a whole point higher, rank-wise, and it is 2 lower at #3. Polygon, maybe the person writing this didn't even do a search beforehand, like, hey, I should probably find out what Polygon ranked this, and then put an addendum in there and say, okay, even though I didn't rate the original reviews of these games, I'm making this as an opinion piece of my own personal list, and I would like to acknowledge that Polygon has rated one of these games higher, even though I disagree with that rating. Nope, not at all. So, congratulations, Polygon. You played yourself. I want to close on some Pokemon news. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon have made Mimikyu very creepy and weirder by giving it a Z move. I don't want to spoil you right now, so if you really are not interested in this, I understand that. Basically, the Z move consists of Mimikyu making itself really huge under its little outfit, jumping on top of the Pokemon and beating it up inside of it. If you guys have seen the episode where Meowth gets captured by Mimikyu, that's basically what ends up happening anyway, because Meowth tries to look under its outfit to see what kind of Pokemon it is, thinking it's tricking it and messing with it dressed up in a costume, and Meowth almost dies. So yeah, they kind of made it the same thing, almost. So it's very creepy, fitting for Mimikyu, especially being a Z move. And then finally, to close on this and to end out the stories, Bulbasaur is getting an invite to the Build-A-Bear Workshop Pokemon Collection. This is a very nice Pokemon. I have a Charmander, and believe me, they are worth the money. Okay, you can get them for around $30-ish minimum, and they're way worth the cash to spend. You will be very happy if you get this for someone or get it for yourself. They're really, really nice stuffies. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's this episode of What You Missed News. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a big thumbs up. Once again, Protomario is not out to end people's careers. Protomario is out to make himself be better. So if I have done anything wrong, leave me a thumbs down and let me know why and how I can improve myself, because I would rather not have a content cop ever done on me and have what was said be true. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have yourselves a great day. I've been your host once again, Protomario, and I'm signing out. As always, good gaming. God bless, and I hope you have a great week. I'll see you back here next time.